So a few days back, I took my children to the beach where we go now very frequently. And one of the things that they do other than play in the sand and go to the water is ride the horse. So my first and my third already finished their horse rides. My second didn't want to go without me, but as a policy, I don't climb on animals. So I walked on the side of the horse. Very bad idea, but I walked on the side, and suddenly, I think it was my fault. By mistake, I think I had touched the horse a little bit, and it got so angry. My second son was sitting on the horse. It pushed me away and gave me a nice kick on the leg. So I started bleeding. Uh, my son was hanging by a thread, and some wonderful gentleman helped him up and brought him back to me. But I had this terrible, wound on my leg. Now, my first son saw this and he ran towards me and he held my hand. He looked at my feet. My footwear had, kind of, it was cut into two. So he picked it up in his hand. He held my hand and we packed our bags and we left. We were on the way. The whole time he kept holding my hand and saying, "Don't worry, Gayu, I'll take care of you. Don't worry, Gayu, you'll be fine." And I told him, I have to get an injection, Yug. And he said, "Oh, injection? Are you sure you have to get it?" I said, "Yeah, I have to." He said, "Okay, don't worry, we'll get it done." So I said, "Okay." We got into the car. And he was so insistent that he would come with me to the hospital. I said, "Are you sure you want to do this?" But my second one also joined in. And, while they were cursing at the horse, poor horse, what did it do wrong? They were cursing at the horse, and, they said, "No, no, no, we will come." My first son was so worried about my footwear, and he thought that I was very upset that my footwear was torn. So he said, "Don't worry, I will fix it for you. Don't worry at all. I'll take care of you." And then from there, what happened was something, that the amount of love that the children can give us, right? So they were very insistent that they will come to the hospital and be there with me. So we drove to the hospital with all three kids. The third one was in the car. And I went in. They said that they were going to take me in. My sons, they held my hand. They walked me into the hospital. I went into the casualty. My first son came in, dropped me inside. He looked at the nurse. He looked at the doctor. He said, "Don't worry, Gayu, you be here. I'm a little scared of the blood and I don't want to come in, but I'll just wait outside. You don't worry, I'm outside for you. If you need me, I'm right outside." I started laughing. I said, "Okay, fine. You be outside, not an issue at all." And what then happened was my husband was standing with them because it's a little late in the evening, and my husband was standing outside with them. My second son has told him that, "Don't worry, Yuga is here to take that's a my brother is here to take care of me. You go in and take care of Gayu." And he came in, and I was panicking, saying, "Why have you left?" I said, "Why have you left the kids outside and come inside here? I can take care of myself." He said, "Gayu, but they are insisting that I take care of you because they are scared of blood, but they'll take care of each other outside." I was at a loss of words. This was a week when I felt that, my son may not be doing well enough in school, and he may not be, or I was not sure if he was at par with other kids when it came to education, or is he doing well because he's just shifted new schools. So many thoughts in my head about him doing well, especially my first son. I forgot to see, the real child in him, the innocence, not just the innocence, the purity in the children. We often subject our children to, being smart or being at par with other children, comparing them all the time. Do they know enough words? Do they know how to read? Do they know how to write? We often subject them only to that, and we talk about it to them. We kind of uh, envelop our own thoughts, or tune our own thoughts to thinking that they are not doing enough towards their academic, towards their academic growth. What I did understand was that my children are so loving, affectionate, compassionate, empathetic, and helpful. At that point, I felt like I had done something right. And right now, what I was doing by comparing him to others was that I was doing something wrong. Every child is different, every child has unique qualities. We have to teach them empathy, we have to teach them to love, we have to allow them to savor their innocence for as long as possible. That night when I came back, I told my husband, do you think we'll ever be able to, safeguard this innocence and this sort of love and affection? That's when both of us realized that we were looking at the wrong thing the whole time. What we really have to do is to encourage a child to continue doing the innocent, lovely things that they do, and show them a lot of love and affection, because by screaming, by yelling, or by telling them that they're not doing enough, we are taking away the positive, you know, vibrations from within them. And this was a befitting answer to all the questions I was asking myself the whole of the 10 days that I've been, teaching him, screaming at him, and, telling him that he has to do more. Well, I didn't realize that my child had so much love to share, so much affection, so much courage to be there for me, take care of me. When we finished, he was waiting at the door. He held my hand. He walked me back to the car. He opened the door for me. He waited till I sat in and he closed the door. He said, don't worry. We'll go home. You'll be fine. I'll take care of you. I'll stitch your slippers back. Which he did. He tried so hard to do it. That's what we all need to encourage our children to do. Not fight over how much they've learned in school. They will learn. I'm not saying that's not important. That's, as parents, what we really have to teach our children is to love, share that love, and be empathetic. Thank you so much. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please go ahead and share it with people that you feel might find it useful. Thank you so much. I will continue sharing my thoughts on parenting, on life, and much more in this space. So do encourage by liking and sharing. Thank you. Bye bye.